Good afternoon. Thank you for taking a few moments with me in the Word. I've been looking forward to being with you today. You know, I've been serving the Lord for over 30 years, and in that time, I've made my share of mistakes. But also in that time, I have learned a lot of lessons. God has taught me so much. And one of the most valuable lessons I have learned is out of 1 Corinthians chapter 13, which tells us that love thinks no evil. Now, in learning that, I was listening to Brother and Sister Copeland on their program one afternoon, and they were talking about their love walk. And Gloria made this statement that she's just surprised when she finds out that somebody doesn't like them or love them, because she just assumes everybody loves them because they love everybody else. And I thought, boy, that's a great attitude to have, is just assume everybody loves you. Now, they have their share of enemies because of their uncompromised stand on the word, but they guard their ears against those reports. They don't listen to the negativity about who likes them or doesn't like them. They just go with the assumption everybody loves them. And one of the components of love is joy. And if you just take the assumption everybody loves you, well, that fills you with joy. You know, to assume someone doesn't love you is to think evil of that person. I remember one day I was thinking about someone, this was years ago, of someone who had a pattern of doing some things that just really went against my grain. I mean, it was targeted towards me. And nothing had happened for a while, but I was still struggling with those thoughts in my mind. And the Lord said this to me. He said, Sherry, he says, you don't know the last conversation they had with me. All that pierced my heart. I thought, that's right. I thought to myself, they could have had a conversation with God about what they had done and got that right with the Lord. So who am I to assume that they still have that pattern in their life? And you know, another thing that I found out, whether somebody loves me or not is absolutely none of my business. That's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to love them and love them fiercely. Phew, is that a load off of me? Child of God, it's free when you just go around with the assumption people love you. Guard your ears from the negative reports, and you just you just love them. It doesn't matter whether they love you or not. That has nothing to do with anything. That doesn't affect your life or quality of life. What does affect your life and quality of life is whether you love someone else or not. So you love fiercely and you assume the best about them, and that will be a load off you. That's too much to bear, to be concerned if people like you or not. And why would you be concerned about that? Is that to determine on whether you're going to love them back? Nah, just love fiercely, and think the best of others. You don't know what their last conversation was with God. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to being with you Friday.